Hey, no, this shit is really funny because I'm going to tell y'all, it's like battling against nerds. It's like sitting in a class and you watching all the nerds put together their best science project to present to the class. Man, y'all can have that shit. I ain't with that shit. Nigga, your nose fake, your stomach fake. You don't write raps. Your biggest homies in foreclosure. Come on, man. Go buy all them niggas that's living with each other a big mansion and put the BBL Drizzy logo on the gates. Man, feed them niggas, man. Come on, man. Do that shit, man. And y'all need to pray for Drake and tell him, park that old ass plane. It's a 1978. The cargo jet people gave it to him free for promo. And I ain't hating, but be safe, my nigga. If something was to happen to you and I couldn't tell you this, be safe. And anybody getting on it, be safe, man. Wear your seat belts and make sure the oxygen thing's in there, because that shit was just for luggage. It wasn't for human beings.
Was somebody that I was like, I used to see out and be like, yo, that's that nigga, you know what I'm saying? He's doing his thing. He opened for Jay. You know, he had records. He was killing them. He worked with Pharrell. He worked with the Clips.
All I've been doing is gossiping all weekend on my phone.
Oh, yeah. With your feet in the air.
Oh, my God.
Laying on your stomach on the bed.
I've been sitting on the bed. Yo, Rel, bleep this. I've been sitting on the bed like a all weekend. Oh, man. Are you kidding me? I hit that nigga. I said, and it's funny because the shit that we probably thinking in this battle, I'm trying not to, like, you know, hit Drake and like see where he's at. I'm like, but he hits me. So I'm like, okay, you want to open a text conversation right now? Because I'm staying off your line. I'm thinking like you got shit going on. I don't know what you doing over there at the crib. So I said, yo, how you feel about, you know, the Ross record? I'm really trying to gauge him. Like, damn, he kind of stepped in. He was like, he said he was richer than me and I turned it off.
But that's not what Ross said, though. The reason why Ross changed his voice when he said that bar is because he was impersonating Drake. Like, basically, Drake is saying, I got more money than you. And Ross is like, fuck you want me to say? Like,
yeah.
No, I got this house. Like, fuck you want me to stay?
He should have.
Yeah. Big JTV, man. I put some of them videos at the beginning. Like the video, of course. Let's talk about it. Let's really talk. Let's really, between you and me, my people, let's talk. This Drake versus Rick Ross beef, right? Let's not forget what the main event is, right? Despite the, you know, Instagram back and forth, the talking back and forth, the podcasters going off. I'm telling you right now, I've not seen Maul this animated about anything in podcasting. OVO Maul, dog. And here's the crazy part. I find Rory and Maul is a little bit more entertaining than the Joe Budden podcast right now. Why? Because obviously Maul is on the top of that industry list, and Maul is not defeating those NBA groupie allegations. At this point, the niggas are more groupies than the females. Like, what is really going on? That's besides the point. Let's get to the real talks of this situation. This beef between Rick Ross and White Boy is clearly a clout move. And I'm not saying that it's fully orchestrated, but it don't seem authentic at all. It seems like these are two brothers who are frustrated at each other, or two cousins who are play fighting, but they're not willing to smack each other so hard that the other one ends up in the hospital or knocked out. These are light jabs. This is a sparring session. Why do I say this is a sparring session? Very simple, because the main event, the main course meal, the main reason we're even watching this beef, quote unquote, is because the real ish hasn't really popped off to the level that we want it to pop off. The main event is not fully started. It's like you're watching the trailers to the movie, and the movie, for some reason, is delayed. What is the movie? The movie is Kendrick versus Drake. And a lot of people, including myself, are starting to believe that maybe this whole thing is orchestrated, bro. Maybe this whole thing is fugazi, as the Italians would say. It's fake. Why do I say this? There's been so many AI leaks, specifically that Kendrick AI leak that came out a few days ago, right? That had Twitter fooled or had some people in the internet fooled. There was allegations that the original diss, Push Up, by Drake was an AI leak when really it was a chopped up, choppy version of a basically a first unmixed, unedited, incomplete track, right? And then, ironically, funny enough, DJ Academics is streaming and it gets sent right away, the proper quality version. And it has Academics inside the CDQ quality version. What? Like, are we going back to the early mixtape days? Like, what are we doing right now? Right? And then in that same Academic stream that went for 8 hours, Rick Ross replies with a perfectly mixed and mastered song. See, I don't understand what's going on, but I have a hint of what's going on. What's going on is that this has been such an amazing promo and marketing opportunity for Metro and Future. We Don't Trust You and We Still Don't Trust You. Those two albums, in my mind, are very, very good, very, very strong. Obviously, the first one, in my opinion, was better. But the second one, I'm still listening to it. Maybe it grows on me, maybe it doesn't. But what we're viewing, what we're watching, what we're listening to is a diss track that was clearly made, you know what I mean, for marketing reasons. Like That is a good song. It's not a great song. Type Shit should have been the lead single in this album. But in the marketing genius of Future, Metro, or their managers, or whoever their A&R is, they said, nah, we're going to push Like That as the main single. And so far, Like That has been number one for the past 2, maybe close to 3 weeks. I'm starting to think really that Future and Metro baited Drake into the beef. Drake fell into the beef. J. Cole now is looking, in my mind, better and better for quitting because he realized that there's a lot of effery going on. And that's what I'm realizing now. This is all just a marketing plan for Future and Metro, and it's worked. Now, what's working right now is that Rick Ross saw an opportunity, saw an opening, especially with that diss that Drake did, and he's using this also as a marketing opportunity. How do I know that? If you look through Rick Ross's entire Instagram story, every time he makes fun of Drake and says some disrespectful ish about Birdman or says some disrespectful ish about White Boy, whatever, he has a Luke Belaire bottle in his hand. He's promoting the Rick Ross car show. He's promoting a different brand every single slide. He's saying, that's what he's saying. He's saying, I'm going to promote something. I'm going to get a bag out of this beef. And guess what? If you really think about it, how did, Tupac and Biggie become so big? Because they were the East Coast, West Coast beef. See, Big was not as big as Tupac. No pun intended. But when that Quad Studio incident happened, right? When Hit 'Em Up happened, that catapulted. Big was already getting big, but Big got even bigger after that. Mobb Deep got involved. They got bigger after that, right? You had Junior Mafia. They got bigger after that. The whole Bad Boy brand, East Coast versus West Coast, that beef was very, very useful for both of them. See, even recently, man, we had Lil Durk versus the NBA Youngboy. And that was such a fake, fraudulent beef because, Lil Durk pump fake like he was going to release the same day as NBA Youngboy, right? And then he released his album actually after NBA Youngboy, and subsequently it became Durk's biggest album. Keep in mind, Durk had been in the game for damn near 10 plus years. So that beef was being used by both NBA Youngboy and Durk in order to help the album sales. Would you be surprised if Rick Ross released a mixtape within the next week or 2 weeks? I wouldn't be surprised. Would you be surprised if Cole did something else in order to maybe release another single in order to get some sales, get them some things popping? I wouldn't be surprised, because this is not genuine rap beef. This ain't Jeezy and Gucci Mane. This ain't spilling over to the streets. This is friendly fire. This is Rap Battle. This is URL. This is Smack DVD. This is King of the Dot. You know what I mean? This is all of them leagues, man. Now, if we're keeping it on wax, my issue here is, where are all the diss tracks, man? Where are all the diss tracks? This beef is moving into the month range, and we've heard about 4 songs. Like That, 7-Minute Drill, Push Up, and Champagne Moments. 4 songs. At this point, Lupe Fiasco is almost teasing the entering of this beef. It's like all you can eat beef. You know what I mean? Pause, no Diddy. At this point, let's get to the music. It's been about a month that this been going on, and we have a total of 4 absolute, you could even just argue it's only 3, 4 total diss tracks. I don't like it. If y'all gonna market, then market for real, not for play. Big J TV. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. I'm out.